Hey, everybody. Yeah, I put the cat in there. What can I tell you? Do I sound all right? This sounds funny. I don't know if it's me or whatever. Anyway, I'll just leave it the way it is, I suppose. What's everybody doing tonight? Are we ready for the show? Are we ready for the call-ins? The phone's ready. It's sitting right here. Somebody tried to call me earlier from Ohio. I don't know who it was, but I wasn't ready. So let me see. Kevin Jockway. Oh, that's not his name. I call him Kevin Jockway. He told me the other day it's not Jockway, it was something else. Jax. Something like that. Hold on. Never mind. I thought somebody was yelling at me out here. Just checking everything. This speaker right here kind of sounds funny. I don't know why. Is it me? Or we had a heck of a rainstorm out here a while ago and a bunch of lightning, and I was really scared because when I got on here to test everything about 10 minutes before the show, things were acting a little bit on the wonky side, so I was kind of worried about it. JW, how are you? Kevin says hi to Jerry. Going on, Craig Morrison. Jerry, what's going on Monday? By the way, Craig Morrison right there is our Medicare expert. For those of you that don't know, he, I don't really know how else better to say it. When it comes to Medicare and Florida insurance, there ain't nobody that I have found that knows more than he does. So if you got any Medicare questions, getting ready to retire, getting ready to move, or even if you're here and you're having problems, want to get them straightened out, call that guy. If anybody can straighten them out, he will. As a matter of fact, I got a commercial, a couple of them on here that he sent me. Let me see. Where we at? I'll help you out, Craig. I'll help you out. One before you're 65 or the one after you're 65?
Hello, my name is Craig Morrison. You've probably seen me on a few appearances of Skip Smith's Wednesday Night Live YouTube channel. I'm bringing a message to you today based on an observation I've made over the last few months. That's the fact that more and more people are moving to the villages in the north central Florida area who have not retained 65 years of age yet. Because of the ability to work remotely and doing a real good job of saving for retirement, most of these people are actually moving up their timeline and taking advantage of the world's friendliest hometown here in north central Florida. So I wanted to let you know that there is a solution. It's something I call a bridge policy, which will take you from your current age, under 65, right up until Medicare, where we can switch over. The best way to find out the details about that is for me to get...
Oh, no. Oh, well. Where's it at? Where's my phone number? I got to put my phone number by personal people. There it is. There it is. There's a number you can use to call. I don't like that collar. Let's see if I can change it to something else. Like maybe, I don't know, black. Yeah, how about block? Yeah. Is that good or no? Blue to match my sign, somebody said. Okay, how about that? Is that good? Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, Craig. I had to go over here to the other. Well, you can't see. I had to go to the other setting here. That's where my phone number is. It's not where your video was at. So as soon as I clicked over here to go to my phone number, your video shut off. Oh well, we'll get this figured out sooner or later. Somebody sent me an email. I've had several emails. Not that many, really. Wanting to know if we want to do another WNL show. We probably will, but they're not going to be every month anymore because we just weren't getting that much reaction to the videos. And the last two I'd done, we put a lot of effort into them. I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. And if you don't watch, then I look at them and I go, well, we got to do something else because people ain't watching. There's too much time, too much effort, too many people volunteering their time. And then nobody watches. It's just a waste of everybody's time. So we just decided, I decided I'm just not going to do that many anymore. We will try to keep up with Medicare expert in October, I think is when everybody tries to either sign up or change. And so October's a good month, and we'll try to keep him in here as long as we got internet to do that. And there's a couple other ones, we during the year, we might do one here and there. Somebody asked me, so what about the kids? That's the question, ain't it? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. There's a lot of things in the fire, so to speak, about that, and I just don't know. I really don't. I just we'll figure it out. We'll work it out. We'll do something, but I don't know what, don't know how, don't know where. I can tell you this. I'm probably letting the cat out of the bag a little bit. Scooter the DJ volunteered to work with us if we want to do an event and have him help out. And I just don't know how to conduct it. I'm not into that kind of thing, setting up stuff. Or getting in a rec center, sell tickets, just to let anybody in that, donation. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. So anyway, that's the last thing that we were kind of working on. So where are we at now? Comments. I got to go back to comments. Oh man, I am way behind. Call me. Phone number's right there, people. Call me. That's what this show's about. See, if you don't call and participate, this will be something else that'll go to the wayside. I can't never figure out how to pronounce your name, and I'm not being rude. I'm going to say Alapita. I know I'm alopecia. I don't know. So let me know. Where are you from? Am I pronouncing your name right? Alapita? Probably not. Oh, by the way, you see where I got a comment there says, what cat? I'm talking to Phil. Hold on. It's hold on. It's holding. I got two accounts, and we're broadcasting right now on both the accounts, and that's why you see two different things there whenever I make a comment. It's holding Pennsylvania. Two accounts. We're broadcasting right now on both the accounts. Pennsylvania. Yeah.
It's Cindy D, not New York.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of New York people here, so it sounds like I'm picking on New York all the time, and I'm not. It's just that they're in the news all the time because there's like a blue million of them down here.
That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. So what's up?
So, did you get the window situation in the house figured out?
You mean under the warranty thing?
Yes, sir.
I think Sue's working on that. We've been working on it. This isn't new. We've been working on that for 2 years.
Good golly.
I know it. It's crazy. They got this warranty, and I've had several people, and I don't know who they are personally, but they've sent me emails. So apparently they're subscribed to my show. Thanks. Saying that they had their windows. These are in new houses too. That they've had their windows replaced because of the same problem that me and probably a lot of other ones are having. They're fogging up. And apparently they're telling me that the warranty for the window company was sold to Romax over here, which installs all the garage doors and garage door openers and the rafters and whatever else they provide. I'm not sure. He called them and they came out and they did put the windows in. The windows were free, but I think he said he had 3 replaced, 2 or 3. And anyway, but it was $500 and some labor.
Of course, that's like buying lifetime brakes for your car, and the brakes wear out and you pay the labor.
Yeah, but if it's something that's under warranty, your brakes ain't under warranty on a car. Your windshield's not under warranty on a car. I mean, they just aren't. I got a brand new car, and I know that I checked it. Half of the car is not under warranty. Only certain specific things are under warranty. The windows are under warranty here for 10 years. Well, it's not much of a warranty when you got to pay $500 to get them fixed.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what it is. That's what it was, and I don't know what Sue's worked out. I'm sure she's got something going with them. We'll probably be the same way. We'll probably have to write a check to get them fixed.
Sorry to hear that.
What part of Pennsylvania are you at?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I know Pittsburgh very well. I used to go to, years ago, to overnight transportation. There's a terminal in Pittsburgh, and I used to go there. I couldn't tell you where it's at today. I forgot, but I used to go there. I used to remember, if I remember right, I used to cross like 2 or 3 rivers to get to it.
It's in Pitcairn.
What?
I believe it's in Pitcairn.
I don't know.
That's all right.
So it's been too many years ago.
Yeah.
But I've been there quite a bit. I was watching the news today, and I was talking to WrestleMania today or yesterday, anyway, and he was telling me about a heat wave you guys has got going on up there.
90 degrees.
That's what he
No
said.
rain.
He's in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and he said it was 93.
Yeah, no rain for well over a week.
Well, I think it was warmer here or cooler here than it was up there.
It's just getting us ready for when we move down that way.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of rain this time of year, but it's pretty normal for us to do that. But I'm going to say right now you have your warmer days than other days, but I would say, then again, it depends on what part of the villages you're in. That probably in the mid to high 80s every day, pretty average.
That's not bad.
Nah, we can live with it.
So did you decide to get a cat instead of a dog?
No, I don't have no cat. I don't have anything.
Yeah, but you could get a cat a lot easier than you could a dog.
Yeah, I probably could, but the problem with cats is when you travel with them, 90% of the hotels won't allow cats in them.
Mm-mm.
So that's a problem. So no, we ain't gonna get anything. We just give up. We figure sooner or later, a dog will just find us.
It will.
Yeah, eventually. Somebody's going to have something that they can't take care of or whatever. And, we know enough people that they'll say, hey, I know somebody that'll take it.
Okay.
Eventually, Judy's going to get sick of her little dog and she's going to give it to us. You wait.
You think?
No, she's not going to give us that dog.
Her dog doesn't bark, right?
Well, her dog had something done that I don't agree with. I'm not putting it down, but it had the bark removed.
Yeah, that's a really asshole owner that did that.
Yeah, I mean, if you lived in, like, say, a big, tall apartment complex or something where you had neighbors really close, and if you had a dog that barked all the time, you got to do something. Then I'd say, well, maybe, I don't know, but down here, I just don't see where that's such a big problem. And I've messed with her dog quite a bit. It'll bark where it tries to bark. It has a kind of a gravelly bark now, but it doesn't really bark that much anyway.
What did you bark if somebody were to cut your voice box out?
Well, I don't know why they cut the voice box out. I don't know. I mean, some people just does things with no good reason. Like I know people that if they get a cat, the first thing they do is have it declawed.
Well, that's illegal in a lot of places.
It's major surgery on a cat.
It's removing the first knuckle on their fingers.
Yeah, so I'm just not big on that. But I don't want to put other people down because they got their reasons for doing what they do. But I'm just not big on it. So.
Okay. Well, I won't hold you up, but I wanted to participate so you keep the show like this going.
Well, I appreciate it. That's what we do it for. I get enough emails, enough people saying they wanted to do it. So I did one just to try it out, and it went okay. And then I did a second one, went okay. And I think I done a third one. I guess the fourth one did okay. And so, we'll just see how it works out. If I have enough calls, enough participation in it, I'll schedule it where we'll do it like either, I don't know, once a month, every month on a certain day or something like that.
Well, your top 10 list is very popular. That was a very good idea.
I want you to look because I watch these things a lot. Did you notice on the very first 2 top 10s? The first one was top 10 things that they didn't want to use the word hate. That's a clickbait word, hate. So they said, we just want to use dislike. I said, okay. So they said, the top 10 things we dislike about the villages. And then the next one was the top 10 things that we either like or loved. I forget what I put on there about the villages. Did you notice that the hate got 3 times more, maybe 4 times by now, 4 times more views than the love one did?
People love negativity.
I guess. I just look at that kind of stuff going, what do I need to put on here to get people to watch? And every time I do this kind of stuff, I look at it, and that tells me that I got to put bad news on here all the time.
Sure. Big murder in villages will get 100,000 views.
Well, you ain't gonna believe this. Well, I shouldn't say anything. I can't say anything. You have to wait till next Friday's news.
Put that in the headline. You'll get a lot of views.
We'll wait and see what's on next Friday.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you. I was kind of leery too. I didn't do my due diligence here. Generally, I like to check the phone when I hook it up to make sure everything's working okay before the show starts. Like I'll call somebody or have them call me, and then we'll record it so I can hear it and see what it's doing and all this and that, And today I didn't do it. I just plugged it up. I hope everything works. Link is for Ira's channel. What's Ira doing? Ira is on at 6 p.m. Today? Oh. Hello? You're live on the air. Hello? Somebody ain't talking, someone hang up. I don't know who that was, but their phone wasn't working. Weird stuff happens on these phones anymore. You get a call, it says that, I don't know, it says your bank is calling you. So you answer the phone to find out it's somebody from India trying to sell you something. And that's why I got a separate phone for this. You're live on the air.
Hey, is there any place good to eat at Lake Panisovsky?
Is this Phil? Is this my buddy Phil?
It might be.
Well, I don't know how you feel about it, Phil, but I thought that restaurant over there was pretty cool. I'd go back again. There's a delay, Phil. You have to shut the TV down.
Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, Monica and I really enjoyed it, and want to thank Linda and Roy for having invited us.
Who's Roy?
I think you call him Frank.
I think he's getting used to it by now.
So yeah, no, that was a good time. So that might be a good place to go for a Patreon lunch.
Could be. I got no problem with it if everybody else wants to do it. That Sue sets that. Yeah, Sue and you set that up, so that's up to you guys.
That'd be fine with me. So
yeah. So
anyway, yeah. Not that they're sponsoring the show or anything, but Catfish Johnny's, Lake Panisovsky. Who'd have thought it?
I've never heard of it.
Yep, me either.
Matter of fact, when Sue said that we was going to go to Catfish Johnny's, I thought, in back of my head, is that a restaurant? Because I've been getting some new restaurants in the villages here. I thought, is that a new restaurant in the villages that I haven't been to? And she said, no, it's outside the villages. I said, you know where it is? And she says, well, Jose's going to go, and he's got it on his phone. He said he knows where it's at. I said, oh, okay. So that's all I knew. I get in the car. I'm not paying no attention. He's in the back seat telling her, he says, turn right here, turn left here, turn right here, go all the way up to the stoplight, turn left up there. So I'm watching how we're doing this. I know Sue tells everybody I don't know how to get around, but I pretty much know how to get around. And I realized when we got there, I said, aren't we really close to Panisovsky right here? And they said, yeah, because I seen the airboat ride sign.
Yep.
And we took our granddaughter there to do that airboat ride back when this was a fairly new area. Finney didn't even exist, so there was no roads. And I don't know what road we used, but I know that we went from my house to there in 15, 20 minutes instead of taking the scenic route that we took to get there.
Yeah. Well, thought I'd check it out. Let everybody know that Catfish Johnny's, Lake Panasoski, good stuff.
Yeah, good place. Nice place. It's kind of it's from what I could tell, it's kind of out by itself. It's not in town or nothing.
It's a little bit more comfortable than Oh Shucks.
Yeah, a little cleaner.
A little bit cooler, better air conditioning too. I'll let you go. Good show. Where's Sue tonight?
She's out in the other room probably watching on her cell phone. That's what the world does nowadays. They got a cell phone. Here's the world right here. Here's my imitation of the world.
All righty. Hi, Sue. We'll talk to you later, Skip.
All right, Bill. Thanks for calling. Saw a guy one time. Been a while back. It's nothing recent, but it was in, I think, Spanish Springs. The guy was walking down the sidewalk. Had his cell phone up here like this. Now, I don't know if he was texting or talking to somebody, FaceTiming. I don't know, but he's walking. He's looking at his phone. He just keeps walking, looking at his phone. Somebody came out of a store off the sidewalk right there. He run right into him. Kelly B. She has to put Kansas on there. You're live. Nevada, you're live. Go ahead. Hello, Nevada.
Yep, I love your videos.
Well, I appreciate it. Who we got?
Julie.
Julie.
Yeah, and I just want to let you know, please don't stop doing them. I know, sometimes I think you get discouraged. Please don't be discouraged. I love your videos. I love it when you do the show with Sue and the other people and you guys do games. I don't think you're doing that one anymore, are you?
Not on a regular basis, no. It's just going to be random. And the reason why I was just talking about the reason why I decided, the girls didn't. I just decided it was just not worth our time. We weren't getting that many views. So I just said, no, we're not going to do this anymore.
Well, I love watching your channel and I love the news. It's very informative and I just love watching you. Everything you do is informative and it's very entertaining. And I just want to let you know, I really enjoy it. Don't get discouraged because your channel is needed and it's very enjoyable.
Well, I'm glad that you watch, and I don't plan on quitting. I just keep looking for the right content to keep the channel growing. And
I understand. Yeah, I love your content.
Well, it's hard to come up with new content because there's so many YouTubers around here now. They're all doing the same thing, and I just keep looking for something different. Thus, nobody's doing a live call-in show, so I just keep trying all this different stuff.
Well, everything you do is enjoyable. I really love it. And I live in Las Vegas, but I may move to the Villages. I don't know. I'm so busy out here with my business. But I just wanted to let you know that I really enjoy your channel. I want to give you a thumbs up.
Cool.
And I want to tell you, please stay encouraged because I think a lot more people watch you than you know. Maybe they don't subscribe, but they still watch.
Well, every video shows exactly how many views that video got, every one of them. Mm-hmm. So I know exactly how many people are watching on any.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just like this one. Right now, we got 120 people watching. I've got like 13,000 subscribers, and we have 120 watching. Now, what that tells me is most of the people that are subscribed to my channel doesn't really like live stuff because this is about the average view that I get on every live show I do. There's 120 to 150 people, and that's it. And that's what makes me decide, it's not worth it.
I understand. I get it, but I'm watching.
Yeah, we keep doing it. It's nothing I'm thinking about. I'm just going to stop doing YouTube stuff. I just keep looking for that right thing. You know what I mean? That niche.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, probably a big part of that is there's too many channels.
There is too many channels, and down here, you're dealing with older people. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but most older people here don't really have a sense of humor anymore. They've lost it because of their age, I guess. And I joke around a lot, and you'll be surprised how many times somebody gets on me about it because they think I'm being serious when I was just joking. And
Exactly. It's like, can't you take a joke?
they can't. And that's a fact. Now, not all of them. I'm not saying that at all. Phil B, I pick on him constantly. He picks on me. Jerry Bell, I pick on him constantly. He picks on me. Joy, all these people you see on here on the chat, I pick on all of them, and they pick on me too, and that's fine. But when I'm not on here and I'm out and about, I run into people and I'll joke with them on the sidewalk or something, and I don't know who they are, and I'll say something, and they just look at you and go, "What'd you say?"
Oh, well, just know that I'm listening and I enjoy it. I get a ton of laughs from you.
How long have you lived in Las Vegas?
You know what? I moved here in 2002. I've been here about 21 years, originally from Michigan, of course, right? Michigan, a lot of Michigan people are your fans, I'm sure. And a lot of Michigan people probably live in the villages. I don't know, but I've been watching you for a long time. This is the first time I've called in. But yeah, I moved out here from Michigan, and I've been out here for 22 years, but I'm looking at the villages. I watch a lot of videos about the villages. I don't know anyone that lives there personally. I do watch Angela's channel, the one that does the fashion for a passion for fashion.
I have no idea.
Channel. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the villages is very enticing.
Well, it is, because there's things here that you won't find in any other retirement community. You just won't.
Yeah. Safety is the biggest issue for me. So safety
it's very safe here. You'll hear on the news about this, that, and everything. The worst thing you may have to worry about here, if there is such a thing, is people that drink too much.
Mm-hmm.
So just as long as you have that in mind, just know that people drink too much.
Yeah. Well, they do that everywhere, don't they?
That's true. There's no denying that.
Yeah. I live in Vegas, but I don't live near the Strip. I live, like closer. I live probably 40 minutes west.
Oh, please.
I live, like closer. I like to be around nature, and I like to be outside.
Yeah.
And that's another reason that the village is calling me because of the weather and the golf cart, transportation, and it's just everything it has to offer,
Yeah. Well, it offers a lot. I'm never going to deny that. Sue and I came here for the same reasons you're probably thinking. The activity. Mm-hmm. We've been in so many retirement communities that there was nobody ever out and about. They don't do anything. And here, I don't care if it was 90 degrees outside, morning, noon, or night. There was people out and about everywhere. And that made a big believer in us, knowing that they call it an active adult community, but it really is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I watch Robin's channel. She looks active.
The real estate lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cavallero or whatever her name is.
Yeah. Well, good luck on pronouncing that last name.
I know. Oh, do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I got an Instagram account. Don't ask me the address because I can't remember, but I got one.
Is it under Skip or what's it under?
I don't know. Let me look here real quick and see if I can find it. It's on my phone. I don't post a lot of stuff on there, but I do once in a while. I also got a Facebook account. I've got a TikTok account. I've got accounts everywhere. I just don't mess with them all that much.
You're the social media king.
Well, doggone, I can't. Where are we at here? Geez, I almost need somebody to tell me, how do I find my address on Instagram?
Well, if you don't go to it a lot.
I don't. I've got it. Here it is. It's it's the little circle that's got your face in it.
Yeah.
It simply says Skip Smith.
Okay.
So apparently that's it.
I'll friend you on there.
If that ain't it, wait a minute. If that ain't it, there's another one. There's another word here. It's called "This Truck's for You." So you might check both of them. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll check them out. And
All right,
thank
man.
you so much. Yeah, thanks for everything you guys do, and I really enjoy your channel.
Thanks.
I've been wanting to let you know that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got another call coming in. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Let me see. Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, I think they hung up. I was getting ready to answer it. This is why. Oh, here, they're calling back. Who's this? You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, man? I was in the Villages today. I'm from right up there in Ocala. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm all right. You know, I paint houses and stuff. I've been all over, you know, the Villages and stuff. You enjoy it down there, or?
We're at the Villages.
Yeah.
I love it here.
All right. And you're the only streamer. Like, I've never seen another Villages streamer, so this is a little weird for me.
Oh, then you're not
You know.
looking, because there's probably 50 of them.
Is there really?
Yeah.
How do I find those people that, like, well, you're the only one that takes calls, though?
Oh, yeah. When it comes to this, is something new I started. So I'm just trying to see how it works out. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it should be fine. Well, they call me Granny. It's nice to meet you.
You too. How long have you lived in Ocala?
Damn near my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm a native.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. I like to ask these questions once in a while, and on this show, don't worry about offending anybody, because you're not going to.
Can I cuss and stuff, or that?
No, don't. Let's try not to do too much of that.
All right.
I probably do enough of it. But
Okay.
you've seen all this building going on in Florida, because it ain't just us; it's everywhere. As a local, you've seen a lot of the open space disappear. How do you feel about it?
I don't like it, man. I mean, like, honestly, I got a little bit of disdain for all the old people down there, you know, and it's hard to drive through the Villages. I mean, I don't know which side you live on. I don't know if you're on, you know, the Buena Vista side, or if you're on, like, the Orange Lake side. You know what I mean? There's the two different sides. So you have the mobiles, and then you got, like, the bigger house on the other side.
I'm down by Wildwood.
Oh, okay, so you're more on the Lady Lake side of all of it.
Well, I'm here by Highway 44 and Brownwood.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know where you're at, but I know, like, the general area of what you speak. But yeah, no, it, like, man, I don't really enjoy it, but I understand progress or whatever. And I mean, the Villages is just hard to deal with. Like, I've seen a bunch of old people just, like, pie facing it into palm trees. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I got an Amazon delivery. Appreciate it, man. And like, dude, like, the driving gets crazy. Like, I think the golf cart thing's really cool. You own a golf cart?
Oh yeah, I think everybody does, don't they?
I think, yeah, in the Villages, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely do. You know, you can cruise up to the Publix and grab whatever you need and stuff. But I mean, but then why own the car? You know,
Well, in case you got to go back to Indiana to a funeral.
you could fly. You could fly. You could take a cab and fly.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's just not that easy sometimes. You get a last minute thing where you got to go. You know, you get a phone call saying, "Hey, your sister was in an accident. She's in the hospital, and you got to go." And then you call down to get a ticket. And if you get a ticket at the last minute, you got to hope that there's a seat. And there probably won't be, especially this time of year when all the tourists are traveling. So, yeah, you got to keep a car.
Yeah, and like I said, man, like, I don't know which side. So, like I said, there's a really weird cultural difference in the Villages, right?
Yes.
there's like that, like you either own an apartment or a mobile home or like a 3-4 or even sometimes like a 5-6, like out on the landing. You know what I mean?
I don't think they have any 5 or 6 bedroom homes here.
Have you been out to the landing? Because they definitely do, and they're on water.
Yeah, I know Lake Sumter Landing, and there ain't no 5 or 6 bedrooms out there.
There definitely is. They're 2 stories, bro. I painted them.
What's the name of the village?
The landing? I don't know, dude. They're out there right next to like where the landing is, where all the other, you know, like where it's like close knit. Like there's one-way roads. There's a paint store. It's right there. Right.
No,
off
you're
Lake
talking.
Sumter.
That's over there by the shopping area.
Yeah.
That's not part of the residential stuff here. That's the other side.
Right, but I'm saying like, so you got 441 crosses you right there in the middle.
That's
right?
way north in Spanish Springs area.
Okay, so then you're on the wealthier side because you're not in a mobile.
Yeah, we're all rich right here where I'm at. Everybody's rich.
No, I'm not. I didn't say that.
Everybody thinks it.
Well, no, I mean y'all got a little bit of money or whatever, but what I'm saying is that like, so if you're going down 441 headed to Lady Lake, right? The left side is usually generally mobile homes. The right side is going to be your foundation homes and or apartments, right?
But most of that up there you're talking about, the historical side is what you're calling mobile homes. That's the historical side up there. That is part of the villages. Everything else you're talking about is not part of the villages.
The landing isn't part of the villages?
The landing ain't even on 441.
It's not, but it's right off Buena Vista Boulevard.
Are you talking about Lake Sumter Landing where the square's at?
Yes.
There's no houses there.
You're outside of your mind, man.
No, I've been down. I know what's down.
You're having a senior moment. Man.
No, I'm not.
There
Lake Sumter Landing is all commercial, all of it. There's no residents living down there, except there is one small area there, and that's probably the area you're talking about that they used to use for people like Fox News would come down for a show, and they would put them in that little secluded area. Is that the area you're talking about?
I'm not. As soon as you cross that bridge going south towards 477, there is on the right.
Wait a minute. Where's 477?
477 is the back end of the villages.
The only roads I know around Lake Sumter Landing be 466 and 466A.
Maybe it's 466, dude. I might have got the, I was one numeral off. Let's not get crazy here. But when you're crossing the bridge heading towards Lake Oklahomka, you know where Lake Oklahomka is?
That is way south of Lake Sumter.
That's still the villages, though.
It is part of the villages, yes.
Yeah. So if you're going down Lake Sumter and you're crossing that bridge across Lake Sumter, look to the right next time and see if there isn't 5,000 square foot houses.
That's the area I'm talking about. That's the secluded area that they used to use to put Fox News Network and people like that in.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and that whole area is secluded. You're right. Those are $2 or $3 million houses in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're not all through the villages. Y'all ain't got money like that, dude. And plus, like, it sucks working for y'all, dude, because, like, y'all ain't got nothing else to do, bro, except for stand over our shoulders the entire time.
Well, that ain't true, but I'll tell you what, I think you're starting to get a little bit on the insulting side. So we're going to end this call so I can move on to other phone calls. But I do thank you for calling. Hey, Indiana, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Skip?
Nothing, just sitting here talking, chewing the fat.
Well, the whole I'm on there with you right now thing, I had a quick question. Long time listener, first time caller, that kind of thing. We're down here in Bradenton. We've been looking at the villages quite a bit. We were there for Christmas for lifestyle. Had to cancel and leave early. But I had a question, and this has been on my mind. Are there garage sales that happen in the villages?
Yes.
I mean, is it like impromptu, or do you can only have it on this certain day?
Well, I'm sure everybody does those things a different way, but here's my experience with garage sales. And I'm not a shopper, so I'm not big on, but what most neighborhoods do is they all get together and decide they're all going to have a garage sale on a specific weekend. So that when people come in, they know that everybody in that neighborhood that's got their garage door open is having a garage sale.
Cool.
And that's generally what I see.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, and I got one other question. I'm understand that you drove for UPS.
Yeah.
Teamsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was out of local 135.
Yeah. Indianapolis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, old airborne driver.
So you're familiar.
Legacy. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez Louise. What a nightmare that was.
Yeah, I think all the people that was there when I was there, they're all gone by now. So it's all different people, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, same with me. Yeah. So, but anyway, we tried to do another lifestyle visit just over the Memorial weekend, and we had to cancel that. So maybe going to be there at the end of July. We keep trying. We got froze out over the Christmas holidays. So.
Where you at, Indiana?
No, well, it's an Indiana phone number, but we live down here in Bradenton.
Oh, so you're not that far away anyway.
No, but we hate it down here.
Have you ever been over here to kind of just, if nothing else, just come over, spend a weekend in a hotel and just kind of look around?
We haven't done a weekend at the hotel, but we watch everything constantly, all the time, 24/7 about the villages.
Yeah.
That's what we watch on TV. We look at houses, we look at the new section, we look at the old section. So I gotta tell you, some people are out of their minds up there.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna argue with you about it.
Say what? You want how much for that?
Yeah, there's some people here that they think their house is worth $1 million, and God help them. I hope they get it, but
Yeah.
I just think no.
So,
But I will say, since COVID, and you guys have experienced it down there too. Look what's happened to the house prices in Florida. Look at them.
oh yeah, ours has gone through the roof.
All of them. They're just nuts. There's so many people moving to Florida that is holding the house prices high.
Well, see, and that's the thing. We're only 5 miles from the beach, but try driving there.
Yeah, we have the same problem here, especially during the winter months.
Unless you get up at crack of dawn and have your coffee, and you're in your car at 7 o'clock in the morning headed to the beach, forget it.
We have the same problem here. It's all about timing. We go out and eat at restaurants. If I want to go to a restaurant, I try to go around 3 and 4 o'clock. I know that sounds crazy, but if you go at 5 and 6 like everybody else does, you might be standing in line for an hour to get in there during the winter months.
And that's what they do up in Indy all the time too. So hey, I
Yeah.
know folks that live in the Avon area, and it's stupid out there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it is. And
it's
gosh,
all over that way.
in one side of it, it's great for the economy, but on the other side of it, if you live here, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, I get it. So the south end is, we're looking at is it Lake Denham?
Yeah,
Denham, down there south of
44.
Yeah, we're looking down in that area. I don't know if I want to be around all the hoopla, So I don't know.
Well, Down there, I don't know. I don't keep up with everything that's going on down there. It's just getting too big and too hard. But I came through there yesterday, and the school's down there pretty close to the federal pen.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what neighborhoods are going to be in that area. I want to say Middleton is going to be down,
Yeah.
which I think is a family area.
Right.
There's some other stuff down there too, and then they haven't even opened up Bexley Bridge yet, which who knows what's going to bring in when that gets opened up. So,
Well, being around prisons doesn't bother me too much. I mean, we lived in a little town called Ingalls up in Indy, which is right by,
I know Ingalls. It's pretty close to Fortville.
yeah, in Fortville, Ingalls, Pendleton.
Yep.
So we weren't too far from the prison there.
We lived probably within. Do you remember where the state police post? It was a restaurant across the street called The Post in Pendleton, off 67.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I used to hang around there all the time because all my friends were state cops. And we had a little farm probably about a mile south of 109 there as you head toward Greenfield. So that's how close I lived to at that time was the Pendleton Reformatory.
Okay.
Which now I believe it's a state prison now.
Right.
And now I'm like you. We never heard anything, never saw anything. So being close to a prison doesn't really bother me all that much. If they're all like that, we didn't have a problem.
No, we didn't either. There wasn't no big deal. At least we know where they all were.
Yeah. But the federal pen here about 2 years ago, you have to look it up. Sue knows the name. I don't. She looked it up the other day to tell somebody. They had that hit guy for the mafia locked up down here for life down here at the federal pen. And then one day he just come up missing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They had a big deal looking for this guy. And they finally found him like 2 or 3 or 4 days later. And the guy was in Miami. So he made it from here to Miami.
Wow.
Who knows how he got there?
Wow. Well, they did the same thing in Alcatraz,
Yeah.
Where'd them guys go?
Yeah. Well, he was just in there a while ago.
Yeah. So I won't keep you on here. I was really curious about the garage sale thing because, like everybody else, we got a lot of crap,
They have garage sales, and they also have a lot of consignment stores here. But I will tell you, our experience is that most of the consignment stores here, the big name ones, your stuff has to be almost in pristine condition before they'll even accept it.
Goodwill stores down that way or up that way?
There is a Goodwill store. I don't know exactly where it is, but I've heard Sue talk about it. So yes, there is a Goodwill store.
Okay, cool. Where you can drop off that unwanted stuff.
I don't know what the requirements are, so that's something you'd have to check out.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, those are some of the questions I had that, it's kind of cool to talk to fellow teacher.
Okay, man. Thanks for calling.
Hey, listen, have a great evening. Have a great weekend, dude.
We will. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Talk to you.
I'm looking at the chat here. I'm trying to get caught up a little bit. 78 degrees in Savannah Center. Well, that's good. Is it 78 degrees here where I'm at? I don't know. Joy. She's talking to Kevin. Kevin. JW says hello. Jerry says what's going on Monday. Jerry, oh no, that's Craig saying what's going on. I don't know. I have no idea. I have a hard enough time keeping up with what I'm doing. Mark Berry says hello. Ain't seen you around for a while, Mark. Where you been? We mean oops, wrong channel. I am broadcasting on 2 channels. Yes. Hello, New York.
Hello, Skip.
How you doing?
All right, this is Raymond.
How you doing, Raymond?
Very good, sir. Just calling to say, hey, I really love your channel. Been watching for a couple of years now. I am subscribed. And me and the wife are thinking of moving down there. We're actually putting our house up for sale now to move down there and get a house.
Have you been down here to kind of get an idea of what area you might be interested in, or no?
Oh, well, we went down there a couple of years back. Actually, it was the first week Brownwood opened.
Uh-huh.
We were down there. And both me and my wife fell in love with the place. So we're going to come down. We're going to see. We're going to rent probably for a little bit till we find out exactly where we want to be.
Yeah.
And then we're going to buy a house.
Have you got any idea what area you might be interested in and for what reason?
My thinking is around Brownwood because we really enjoyed the Brownwood Square.
Yeah.
But down it to me, I mean, I'm looking and I'm saying, well, it doesn't really matter where because you can get anywhere. You have transportation, you have a golf cart. I
Right.
can get anywhere I want to be.
Right.
So the house is just a house.
That is true.
So
The only thing I've always told people, if you have any idea, and I did, because I was just lucky, I guess, and Sue did, is I've had people ask, well, what made you decide to buy the house where you're at? My priority was I want to be around a whole bunch of free golf, and I want to be around at least one major country club, and I wanted to be within a 10 or so minute golf cart ride to a square. I didn't care which one. That was my criteria. Sue's criteria was, because she's a walker, and she said, I want to be able to be close enough to walk to the mailbox. I don't have to be next door to it, but I like to be able to walk to the mailbox, walk to the adult pool if I want to, walk to our neighborhood recreation center if I want to, blah, blah, blah. Everything where I'm at fits that criteria.
okay.
So that's why I tell people is if you have any idea what it is you really want to do, that will help narrow your search down. No matter what neighborhood you go to, the Spanish Springs area or Lake Sumter area, Brownwood area, or even the new Middleton, down that whole area, not Middleton.
Right.
I can't think of anything about that square. They're going to have a square down south, and I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, it'll kind of help narrow your search down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I want to golf, obviously. Well, and that's one of my criteria. I'm not really too much into country clubs and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
you might
free
be.
golf.
You want me to tell you why you might be?
Go ahead.
They got some of the best restaurants in every one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got some of the best outside seating at these golf country clubs. Great outside seating.
Okay.
So even if you don't golf, my guess is you're going to visit them once in a while. But it may not be a priority. You're right.
Right. It's not a priority, but I mean, it happens. My wife is an excellent cook. And I dabble a bit in the cooking myself. So, and I mean, I just retired, so I have more time to do it.
Oh yeah, you'll have a lot of time.
Oh yeah, and it's great.
Yeah, wait till you get that honeydew list.
Oh hell, I've had that for years, but it's okay.
Oh, I still get that honeydew list. But now I pretty much Eastport. Thanks, Jerry. That's the name of the new area where the Foursquare is going to be. It's going to be called Eastport.
Oh, okay.
She gives me this list about stuff, and I'm to the point now where I just say, "Well, call the guy."
Well, unfortunately, most of the time when it's call the guy, I'm the guy.
I was that way when I first moved here. I did everything. I mean, because you've done it your whole life, probably, and it's hard to not do it, even when you get to the point where you get down on the floor on your knees to do something, but then you're looking for something to grab a hold of to get up.
Yeah.
That's when you have.
I'm there already.
Well, that's where you got to stop and think sometimes, because the number one accident for people 65 years old and older in anywhere in the United States that could result into your death or serious injury is falls.
Hmm.
So if you have a hard time getting up and you lose your balance getting up and fall, was it worth doing what you're doing to save $50 from not calling the guy? I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, that's a smart way of looking at things. Smart has never been one of my strong suits.
Oh, all of us men are this way. We're all stubborn.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's my way or the highway. That's the way we always are. I mean, you're the guy that changes your own oil in your own car all the time. You're the guy that, everything on that car you've taken care. That car inside and out.
Oh yeah.
And then the day's going to come. You can't do that anymore because the way the car's built or something there that you can't get under there anymore to do it. You got to take it somewhere, and you're going to be standing there at the window watching them. Are they doing that right? What's he doing under there?
Well, especially seeing as I've been working on cars for 45 years.
There you go.
I mean, I'm a mechanic by trade.
So there you go. So,
Oh yeah.
as long as you can do it, you can do it. But another problem you're going to have coming down here that everybody has trouble with, all men, I'm talking about men, not women. One is you probably got toys where you're at, or what I would call toys. You might call them something else.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get rid of most of them toys because you're not going to have a garage here big enough to put them in. And then, yeah, go ahead.
The only real toy I have is my motorcycle.
Do you have 2 cars?
We won't when we're down there.
Okay, then you got plenty of room for that motorcycle. That ain't no problem.
Yeah.
You going to get a golf cart?
1 car, a golf cart, and we want to get a house that has 2-car garage with a golf cart garage.
You get that golf cart garage and you're in like Flint.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, and then tools. If you're a DUI guy or DIY guy, you probably got a garage full of tools.
Oh yeah, I do.
I'm not sure you can bring all that with you.
Oh, I'll find a way.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Because I had a garage full of tools and I don't have them here. I thought I could do the same thing, but I just couldn't bring them all here. I just brought essentials.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for me, essentials is all of them.
Yeah, I understand. You're not getting no argument from me. I love it. You go, the tools you got, you can't even buy anymore.
Not cheaply.
No, because you bought tools back when things were made. There are probably a lot of American-made tools. That's how most guys are. And they were made out of real steel and things like that. And nowadays, everything is a lithium battery and a plastic case.
Yep, exactly. And made in that lovely country.
Oh, yeah, China. I hate it.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind saying it at all. I'm so sick of buying stuff that's got China crap in it.
Yep, me too.
Look at Mark Berry says the same thing. He says, I miss my toys. Everybody does, Mark. I'm telling you. I had a motorcycle and a couple Corvettes, and I don't have none of them here.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, have you ever been here?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lifestyle visit.
Okay.
Like I say, when Brownwood first opened.
Well, let me just say this. Bring your motorcycle down. Have a great time. This is a great place to be riding around in a motorcycle or a convertible car all year round. But by God, be very, very careful on that motorcycle. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me preface by saying I'm one of those people that are from New York. I live out on the East End of New York. And you got to ride like you're invisible and everybody's out to get you.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it is here, especially during Snowbird season.
Yep. Well, Snowbird season, the bike goes in the garage and stays there.
Well, they have all these bike rallies down here early in the be late winter, I guess, say February or so. You'll have the Daytona bike rally.
Yep.
And that rally spills over through a lot of Florida. You got another bike rally that's getting bigger and bigger every year, and it's just down the road from where we're at, and that's in Leesburg. And I think literally for the last 2 or 3 years, if I can remember correctly, you can Google it, that there's been shooting deaths at that bike rally every year.
Oh, good.
You know, that's all I'm saying. Not that happens everywhere, but if you're riding your bike out, just be very, very careful. There have been 2 deaths that I know of in the last year of motorcycles here in the villages where people, it hasn't been the motorcycle's fault either. They just pulled right in front of a guy and the motorcycle hit the car.
Yep. Yeah, well, I've watched all your videos, the ones on the news and everything, and I also go to that same website that you've been going to for the news.
Thevillagesnews.com.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of news on there I don't report, but if you get that, you can read it all.
Yeah. I mean, I briefly glanced at everything, and so I basically know what's going on down there, and like you said, it's still safe.
Oh, it is safe. It's like, I don't even know what the numbers are, but the actual crimes here, the worst crimes that I know of that probably happens on a daily basis here, people drinking too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right, sir. I just wanted to call and let you know that I'm listening. I'm watching you now, and I've been watching.
Do you think this is a good thing to do? Live call-ins on a regular basis?
Yes, I do. I enjoyed it. I've watched every one of them, and this is the first time I've actually gotten the nerve up to call you.
Just calling me. That's who you're calling. You're not calling just anybody. Just calling me.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's a thing of nerves with me.
Don't let it bother you. Same thing. You come down here. Just come over to the house, knock on the door, and we'll sit out front and share a beer.
Yeah, well, I figure when we come down, we'll do one of those there meet and greet things.
Good. I'm ready.
All right.
See you, man. Thanks for calling.
Take care. All right, Skip. Thank you.
Hello, Illinois.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Skip.
You didn't yell at me. I did that on purpose. I did it on purpose. I said something there just to irritate you, and you didn't say anything.
You put the S on there.
I did. You did notice.
No disrespect taken. I'm a fan. We're a subscriber. We recently subscribed to you and Robin and Rusty and the newcomers and this village chief and 365. We're trying to get as much information from people that actually live and love the villages. We really enjoy your show, especially a couple of videos we saw where you and your guests talked about the pros as well as the cons of living in the villages. So thank you very much. I do have a question.
Okay.
I have a family member that is looking forward to doing a lifestyle visit. We haven't scheduled anything. It's a unique situation. He is wheelchair bound. He has a power wheelchair. And from what little we have seen so far in the videos, it looks like it's very accessible there for a guy that quite possibly wouldn't have a car or a golf cart, but has, the ability and the interest to get in his power chair and go. What's your opinion, if any, or any insight that you have so far as somebody that has a power wheelchair to go around and enjoy the amenities and the businesses? And is there an area that you think is more wheelchair accessible to live in as opposed to others?
I would say, this is just my opinion, that just keep in mind, the villages really started at Spanish Springs Town Square. And then the number 2 town square was Lake Sumter Landing. And then the number 3 was Brownwood. And then the next one will be Eastport. As they move south, they improve things as they go. They realized that up at Spanish Springs, the golf cart trails at one time were too narrow. Well, since then they fixed that, but they said they were too narrow. So when they came down to Lake Sumter Landing and built, the golf cart trails were wider. Up in North Spanish Springs area, almost no house, and I'm saying almost no house had a golf cart garage. They got down to Lake Sumter Landing area, they started putting golf cart garages next to the 2-car garage. So as they move south, they just improve things as they go. So I will tell you that here in the Brownwood area, which is the Pinella shopping area, you go down to town Brownwood where the movie theater's at, the Dunkin' Donuts right there on that corner right there. If you'll notice, the sidewalk, not just a wheelchair ramp, literally half of the sidewalk down there comes down and it's flush with the street.
Fabulous.
So that 15 different people in a wheelchair could just wheel right up there, go into Dunkin's or whatever the case may be. They got a lot of outdoor seating. So if they like to sit outside, you can just wheel right in there.
Excellent.
Now, Spanish Springs has it, but I don't think they're as accessible, as easily accessible as they are, say, further south. So I would suggest, just my opinion, that anything south of 466, all the way down to the new area down there, and probably the further south you go, the better it even gets. And now keep in mind, down in the Finney area, they have not only golf cart trails, which you can take your electric wheelchair down a golf cart trail. That's perfectly legal.
Hmm.
They also have walking trails down there. Now, if I was in a wheelchair, they're legal to take that on there too.
Right, right. And that's what I was wondering about because some of the different videos that we've been seeing some of you YouTubers put out there, look just so awesome. But, we're really torn wondering, can he get here? Can he get there? Are these areas truly something that, he's not going to encounter all of a sudden a big curb or whatever,
No, there's no. Remember, this place is built for old people. And so, yeah, so if we have a big curve, they know the old people, especially ones that's got night blindness, which is a real thing here. They're going to drive off into a ditch somewhere. So no, there's no what I would call sharp curves. I mean,
Yeah, and I was thinking about curbs, especially in Illinois, even with the progress.
Oh, curbs.
Off sidewalks.
I got you.
Different walkways.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm not a wheelchair expert. I've had a couple of cousins that were in them. And I can just tell you that I do notice things that when people are down there and they're in wheelchairs, whether it's permanent or temporary. My wife was in a wheelchair for a while, but she broke her leg here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I noticed those things when I would take her shopping with me, because she was tired of sitting around the house all day. Mm-hmm. And I'd go to Publix and all this and that. And that's when I really got to notice them. When they got the sidewalk, half the sidewalk goes down to the street like this. That is so much nicer to be able to get a wheelchair up that. And the doors at all the businesses, the doors are so wide. And almost every door is electric now. So even in a wheelchair, they just open up for you.
Oh, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that you might just even have a pulse on these things, so thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm sure not every business has that, but I can tell you that if he goes to a restaurant by himself and it's one of the popular restaurants and he has to go through a door, I can almost promise you there'll be 15 people there that'll hold the door open for him.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great to hear.
So when's he coming down?
Well, right now we're doing some, research before we make that move. I made some phone calls trying to get some information to find out to what extent, whether or not they have a lifestyle visit home that's accessible or not. And so I've been kind of waiting a while to get a response on that. I also left a voicemail for a realtor to find out about, pre-owned homes and or rentals. If somebody had any information on the bathrooms. Some of the footage that I see, the bathrooms are really small and they have those nice, I guess they keep calling them accessible Roman style bathrooms, but I can see they have a big curb that you have to go over and they look real narrow and tight. So just kind of trying to get some information first before taking a trip,
We have a Roman bathroom and most of those are like in the master bedroom. And I can tell you when Sue was in a wheelchair, and I had to take her into the shower. And we don't have the biggest house here either. I mean, we're okay, but it's not huge. And her leg was broken such a way that she couldn't bend it. So it had to be sticking straight out in front of her all the time. If you kind of got this picture of what I'm trying to paint here. I'd take her into the bathroom wheelchair. I wheeled her right straight in to the shower all the time. And with the seat they have in there and the I don't know what you call it, the grab rail and stuff they have in there, it came with the house. She didn't have a problem with it.
So do you have, not to get too personal about your home setup, but do you have a curb to go over into your shower? Or is yours a flush mount roll in like a wet shower?
It's flush with the floor. We just roll it in.
Oh, spectacular. And what a blessing. I'm sorry your wife went through all that. And thank your wife for you being able to share something so personal with all of us listening and calling in that need this information.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to find out information even about that. So
Yeah.
good
So
to
I know they're
there's
available.
moms
I
out
have
there.
seen the ones you're talking about, the little curb right there. And when I've done home tours and did video of them, I've tried to point that out, saying, well, this is a shower, it's a full shower, but got a little curb right here. If a person was in a wheelchair, this could be a little bit of a problem right here.
Oh, yeah. Big
You know?
problem for his needs, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of times what people do, and I'm not putting nobody down, don't get me wrong, people do what, what's good for them, is when
Yeah.
they buy these homes in their 50s, 55 and 60 years old, they don't see the need for any of that until they need it. And then they go, you know what, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you end up sometimes with your second and third home.
Sure. Yeah. Somebody's all of a sudden in crisis mode now trying to figure it out. And we're, interested obviously he is interested in obviously in the more universal design, to meet his needs and stay as independent as possible. He's only in his 50s. So, and like I said, he's been loving what little he's seen so far in all the videos that you guys been putting out. So I really appreciate the information. If there's anybody that's on the live chat or later hears this, if they have any comments to add to this, I'll be reading the comments, later on again tonight and later in the week. So,
well, if you're looking for a place to rent, do you have an access to some place where you can kind of go look at a lot of stuff that is for rent?
Well, that was the idea we were tossing around, if we were going to come for the lifestyle visit or if we come down and stay at a accessible hotel. So
how long do you have? I'm being nibby now.
How long do we have if we come for a visit?
Yeah.
Oh, we would definitely come for a length of time, a week to 2 weeks, or I might actually come first and do some of the, legwork on this and then narrowing down and then video chat with him or then he'll come, the following week and meet me. We got to figure it out,
Okay.
We have that kind of flexibility. It could be a week to 2 weeks because it's just needed.
Okay. Well, I was going to send you to a website where a bunch of homeowners down here, because commercial people are not allowed to go to this website.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Whatever you can share, that would be great.
Well, you can go look. Most of them want to rent a house out a month at a time. They don't want to do it a week or two at a time. So I don't know. You might go look.
Oh, well, I mean, for him to have a long time rental and then decide what he.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So what is that web address, or is it something I'll look for in the chat later?
Yeah, villagershomes4rent.com, and the 4 is the number 4.
All right. One more time.
Villagers with an S, VILLAGERS, homes with an S, HOMES, 4, number 4, rent.com.
All right. Wonderful.
There'll be literally thousands of homes there that's owned by somebody that wants to rent it out for whatever reason. And there's everything and they're separated from patio villas to $1 million houses, whatever you're interested in.
Oh, I wish we had bucks like that, but that's good to know those are on there.
Well, it all depends on what the rent is. Keep in mind that if you rent in the summertime, a lot of these homes, they won't even rent them out in the summertime because the rent is so cheap in the summer that it just isn't worth the time to mess with it. So, but some do, some will. So you have to go look. So it might take you a little while to go through some of them.
Definitely. Thank you for that web address. And again, for the great show and the footage that you and your wife and friends put out. And we'll continue to listen in. We're subscribers. And thanks again.
Very cool. Get your friends to subscribe. I need more.
Okay. I will try to do that. Take care, everybody.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Oops, what'd I do? Thought I hit a button there for a minute. There, Jerry's got it right there. If you're still listening, Jerry Bell in the chat's got the Villagers Homes for Rent website right there. All you got to do is click on it. See, Ronald Pass is on here. Ronald Pass, by the way, he's in, I don't know where he's at. I think he's in Detroit, Michigan, or some ungodly place. No, he's not. He's in Cleveland. No, he's not. He's in Columbus. I think he's going to start his own porch setting up there in Columbus. I'm not sure what he's got to talk about, because if you guys don't know people in Columbus, that is the most boringest city in the world. Ain't it, Ron? I can't wait for the comments to begin. What are we talking about? Luxury garages. What? What are you guys talking about? Mark said misses his toys. Me too. A lot. They're just gone. Yeah, we had a New York caller a while ago. You know, it's just weird that on the news there's a lot of New York people for one reason or another get in trouble for this or that or whatever, and I get accused once in a while saying, "Why are you always picking on New York people?" Well, I don't make the news. I'm just reading it to you. That's all I'm doing. I even give you the website where I get this stuff from. I'm just reading it. But all the New York people that I've personally met, other than one guy that I can think of, they've been super nice with me and Sue. New Jersey, you're on.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing?
This is Ray Pekowski.
Hi, Ray.
Yes. I'm a retired UPS man.
Uh-huh.
31 years there. Suffered through it. Harassed like crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But made it through retirement.
Yeah, it's tough. That toward the end right there, it's just tough.
Yeah, I was, the route I had had a hospital on the route, and the allowance on it, they didn't know what the hell it was, you know, the allowance. So I was a bad driver. They thought it was. Once I got off the route, they kept on telling me when I was working inside, you were one of the best drivers I had.
Yeah. You know, I
I
think that's the biggest problem that UPS has got. They seem like they always have to have their thumb on everybody to tell them what to do every day. And I've always said, these people have been here for 15 and 20 years. They know what to do. Just leave them alone.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Definitely. And by the way, I love your porch sitting.
Oh, thanks.
That is great. I'm always on it. I make time. I make sure I get it on at 12 o'clock. And, you know, I'm always saying at least hi on air.
We may miss it. We may miss it. And if we're missing your hi and don't say anything, don't take it personal, because there's so many comments on it. Sometimes we just miss it.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit, I had made a comment at this last porch sitting, just for the hell of it. I wanted to ask you if you use electric razor or regular razor, because I used regular razors all my life, but they go to packs. Used to be $20, $30 the prices. Now they're up to $50, and you could buy an electric razor for $60.
Well, to be honest with you, I use both. It just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just going to be tinkering around the house here or whatever, I just give it a quick buzz with the electric, you know, because it's just in and out. Does it do a perfect job? Nah, I don't mess around with it all that much. If I'm going to go out to a nice restaurant, go to church or anything like that, where I need to have a clean shave, then I use the electric. I use the regular razors, the ones that's got like the 3 blades in it, whatever you call them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I use. Same exact thing.
I don't think you can get any closer shave with them. And so that's what I use.
Not at all. I love it. But like I say, I mean, how far these prices of these razor blades are going to go up? They're ridiculous.
Well, they're a weapon.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Well, according to was it the aviation whoever, I can't think of it. You know, box knives, razor blades, all that stuff is banned. You ain't allowed to have it on the plane.
Wow, unbelievable.
You might be able to put it in your suitcase, put it in the belly of a plane, but you can't have it on carry-on.
Yeah. But myself, I'm in a retirement complex in Jersey. I grew up in Queens and moved to Long Island, and my daughter moved to Jersey, so I moved to Jersey, and I'm in a gated community, which is pretty cool. I have a low mortgage. The maintenance, well, it's $311 a month, but they do all the outside. All my appliances, they're GE. If they break, they fix them. So the plumbing, they'll come in and do the plumbing for you. I had my bathroom was leaking. They come in and fixed it for nothing. It's unbelievable. So to me, it's worth the money.
Yeah, I agree.
I love where you guys are. If I had the money, I'd have both places.
Well, you're exactly where I was at 9 years ago when I decided I bought my very first home here. I don't know how long you've been watching, but I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. And I bought a patio villa because if you go back during, and I'm not talking politics, it's the only time frame that I can give you, is when Obama was in office and we had that housing debacle where they were giving houses away literally with no money down. And then when the economy turned around, people owed more on the house than it was actually worth. So they were walking away from homes. When that happened, I had lost something now I always had my pension with the union, so I wasn't worried about that. But my 401k money was kind of like my play money, which I think that's what most people has a pension. That's how they look at it. The 401k money, that's my sailboat money,
Right.
So I had that, and I told Sue when the economy got better and it went back up, and we were about 10% above to what we were before it went down. I told Sue, I said, I'm pulling the money out of here and I'm going to put it somewhere where I'm not going to go through this again because I'm not working until I'm 75 years old. And she says, well, where are you going to put it where it's not going to go down? And I've been watching house prices here for a long time. During all the bad economy and everything else, I saw the house sales here stabilize, but I've never seen them go down. And so I thought, well, I'm going to buy a house in the Villages because that's where I'm going to end up going anyway. I wanted to be a snowbird. Always wanted to be a snowbird. Thought that'd be the perfect life. Come down here for 6 months. I wasn't going to do this 3-month thing. I'll go down here for 6 months and then go back home for 6 months. That's what I was going to do. And then when the time comes with UPS toward the last there, and I went through what you went through, the pushing and the shoving and it just got unnerving. And yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you go to work sometimes and you just physically feel ill just thinking about going to work.
Yes.
So anyway, we did all that, and then I got to doing the numbers. Now we're getting within a year or so of me retiring. Now we're crunching numbers. And I knew what my house was worth at that time. I know what I owed on it up there. And this one we bought down here was a patio villa, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was right next to Lake Sumter, which is a very nice place to be. And I'd figured that's where I'm going to be for 6 months. But then we got to thinking about up there, you got to have somebody, push the snow out of your driveway in the winter. Somebody you can't, we had gas heat, so you can't shut the furnace off. Water lines will freeze up. Or I'll have to hire somebody to come in and blow the lines out and put antifreeze in it. All these things that you think about, people breaking in the house at night when there's nobody around and stuff like that. And we didn't have any family lived around where I was at.
Wow.
So we just decided, let's just sell that place and we'll just come down here and just stay full time. And we'll just do a Snowbird thing in reverse. We'll be here full time. We'll just go up there and visit and come back down here. So that's how we ended up with home number 2, because a 2-bedroom patio villa was just too small for me because that's really basically only a 1-car garage.
Right. Well, you're talking about with the UPS with the aggravation. I had one time my legs were itching. I didn't know what it was. I changed my detergent. I changed pants, and I delivered to a dermatologist. And I go to him, the last 6 months, my legs are itching like hell. What is the problem? He says, you know what? How long you been working there? At that time it was 20 years. He's your nerves. He says, you know what? Go to the drugstore, get an antihistamine, and it'll go away. So I told the guys at lunchtime, and the guys were all laughing. I said, the guy's a nut job. But I did it. It worked. And it was. Antihistamine worked. Imagine that.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff down here. I heard a lady the other day saying she has some kind of problem. I was eavesdropping on a table next to me, actually, in a restaurant. And some of these older people here's got family remedies that they got from their great grandmother, passed down, and this and that. And she's convinced, and hey, if it works, it works, that if you drink jasmine tea, that whatever was wrong with her, and I didn't really quite catch all of it, but the jasmine tea helped her. So hey, keep drinking that jasmine tea.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
hey, let me ask you this: you're being an old trucker. This will seem familiar. How many guys on the dock or truckers that you know of that believed in spraying WD-40 on an achy joint made the pain go away?
Probably a lot of them.
I knew gobs of them that before they'd go to work, they would spray WD-40 on their knee or their elbow or whatever the case may be and rub it in, and they said that it made the pain go away.
Oh, my God. I knew a lot of them that had braces, back braces, from lifting. The only problem I got now is, like, when I'm pulling weeds and stuff like that, after a while I get back spasms. And that's from, bouncing on a truck and picking up stuff and stuff like that. It's wear and tear. I had told the supervisor riding with me, he said, oh, you're getting slow during the end of the week? I says, hey, on an engine, when it starts wearing out, it's slowing down. But on an engine, you could change parts. My body, you cannot change parts. And I suffered through it, and he looked at me like I was nuts.
No, you're not nuts.
It was the truth.
I got little aches and pains here and there. And I'm sure this is probably true for everybody, but I can almost tell you where it hurts exactly what happened when I was 30 years old, that now I'm 71 and I have these little pains in that exact same spot because I banged my knee on something when I was 30.
Oh, sure. Oh, for sure. Definitely. I did that on the trucks. Definitely.
Yeah. So, when these younger people kind of laugh or whatever, only thing I got to say is your day's coming, young man.
Yeah. A buddy of mine was out on a route, bent down to pick up a box, his back blocked. He called up, they had to drive him back, and he was out for months with his back, but it just seized up on him.
Well, that happened to me on the farm. And all this I attribute to being bounced around in a truck over the years.
Yeah.
I've been over to grab a grain sack to feed some of the calves that we had, and I don't know what I'd done to this day, but I twisted or something the wrong way, and later that night, my lower back was so sore that literally I couldn't get out of a lazy boy chair because every time I tried to move it, actually knocked the wind out of me.
Wow.
So I laid there for 3 days. Which is okay because I got a wife. I just say, so could you bring me something to drink because it hurts so bad. Bring me something to drink.
You're lucky she's a treasure.
They all are. Are you married?
But whatchamacallit? I'm lucky with my medical coverage because, like the Teamsters, they have it's a Team Star. It takes after Medicare. It covers everything after Medicare. I pay like $180 a month, and it's a $500 deductible at the beginning of the year. But then after that, you don't pay for nothing. I went for an operation. The bill I wound up with $35. I couldn't beat it. So I love that coverage.
Well, if you've got it, hang on to it. If you move down here, your biggest issue as of right now anyway is going to be to find that doctor, the one that you can talk to, the one that you feel good with, that, finding that doctor. There's a lot of them here, but most of them are full and they don't accept new patients.
Right. Yeah. Wow. It's unbelievable.
It is.
Here, where I am in Jersey, I love Long Island, but I got too expensive. It got ridiculous, and I had to go someplace else. And Jersey, actually South Jersey. I'm in South Jersey. I'm in Manchester, and I'm living normal, thank God. But I got my daughter and with my grandkids not that far, so I'm living life. I'm happy as hell right now.
Well, you've got good insurance, it sounds like. So that's a big issue out of the way right there. You're not going to get stuck with a $100,000 bill, that could bankrupt you, and it does down here.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. If that happens to anybody, I feel so sorry, because people work 30, 40, 50 years. They
right.
get sick and they get these bills they can't afford. It's sad. It should not be.
It shouldn't. There's no reason for anybody to lose everything they got because they're sick.
Right. Yep.
And I have this argument with my doctor all the time. And I understand how laws are, and I understand they got the doctors under their thumb. I understand all that. But just because that is the way it is, in my mind, doesn't make it right. Is how's come now, I went my whole life, and I'm basically a healthy guy. I never had any major anything. But then something happens, and then all of a sudden you need, like my lower back sometimes, if it goes out. I mean, it's extremely painful. And I'll go to my doctor about it, and then all they want to do is send you over to some therapist or something. And I said, I don't want to go to all that crap. I just give me a couple of pain pills, and I'll go home and I'll lay on the couch for a couple of days, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
They can't give you pain pills. Not in Florida. They have to send you to pain management.
Oh, my God.
And you know why? It's because I'm paying the price now for all the druggies out there that took too many pills and got addicted to them.
Yeah. Holy Christmas.
Yeah, that's to me, that just, I don't know. To my mind, that's just a slap in my face telling me I can't have a pain pill to make me more comfortable because some idiot out there overdosed.
Yeah.
Does that sound, do I sound like I'm being cruel?
No. I'll tell you an example. I went to the heart doctor here. My regular heart doctor used to take blood from me, and everything's fine. So the heart doctor here goes, "Oh, you better get your blood checked." I says, "All right." I says, "Send me to the lab or something." "Oh, you got to go to another doctor." Why? You're the one that wants to know my blood, how it's going. Let me, might as well take it from me. "Oh, no, you have to go to regular MD." I couldn't believe when she told me that.
Well. Hey, listen, before I get rid of you here, that sounded bad, didn't it? Before I get rid of you here, if you come down here, though, and I'm dead serious about this, and if you need any kind of help with your Medicare to get it set up for some strange reason, whatever happens, or your insurance, there's a glitch down here for whatever reason, or anything like that, you get a hold of the guy I call the Medicare expert. He's on the chat somewhere. His name's Craig Morrison. That guy knows more about Medicare and how it works down here and insurance companies and how they integrate them down here than anybody I've ever met. I'm not saying he's the only guy, but I can vouch for him.
Oh, that's good. Good. I appreciate that. Because now I know I got your number, so I can get you anytime.
No, that's the number you got for this show right here. I only use it for this show, and as soon as the show's over, I'll turn the phone off.
Oh, okay. All right. But I got your email.
Yeah, there you go. Email me. And if you come down here, let me know if you're down here. And what I usually do, because I know who you are, is I'll email you my phone number, and that way it's not out in the public,
Right. Okay. All right. Fantastic. It was great talking to you. And like I say, I enjoy you guys. And at least I have a lot of laughs on Wednesday.
Cool. Thanks for calling, man.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice night.
See you, man. All right. Barbara, where did I see that up here? I had it up here. The couple we had on the porch the other day got burned. I don't think that, well, yeah, they did, I guess. So why did he end up buying another? He's on here, Barbara. He's right below the chat, right below you right there. His name's Kevin Jockway. That's the guy that was here. So he can tell you what happened. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Skip, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
We are doing fantastic. Thank you.
Do I sound New Jersey? How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah. Hey, I just want to put a few comments out there to that the caller a couple of calls ago. That nice woman. I mean, we have met the most wonderful people here in the last 9 days, like you can't believe. Everyone is always willing to help you. My next door neighbor, she came up to us the first day and said, "Look, if you guys need to use a golf cart, I have an extra golf cart in my garage you can use at any time." Then a neighbor across the street, he came over, introduced himself. He said, "Kevin, if you need any tools, anything, I've got tools I don't use. You can help yourself with anything you need. Just just come over and knock at the door, and we'll help you." And yesterday we went to an estate sale, and we bought a few things. And one problem is we had to get it delivered from there to our home. So we had a little bit of problems with that, getting hold of a person. But there was a lady there, I forget what her name was, Carol. She helped us out. She said, "Look, let me make a few calls." She made a call and got in contact with this gentleman, and he's going to be there at 10 o'clock Monday morning, and he's going to deliver some really big items for an unbelievable price. It's like, really? I mean, everyone here is just willing to help you. A lady at the square last night fell, and like 3-4 people went to help her before the rescue got there. So, Karen and I have nothing but good to say about the people in the villages so far. I mean, Karen, you got anything to add to that?
Well, I think you'll find that true through 99.9% of the villages, no matter where you decide to buy. Most people here are elderly, and they're not looking for arguments and all that kind of stuff. They're just looking to enjoy the rest of the life, whatever they got left.
Exactly. And like I said, the friendliness of the people that are willing to help you. It's like, from Ira to you and Sue.
What? You're the only guy that likes me. Everybody says I'm a prick.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, yeah? Well, then you ask Ira, why has he not invited me to be on his show?
Okay, I will ask him Monday night. How about that?
I will be watching.
Okay, I will be in person with him Monday night, and I will ask him why he is not on porch setting.
Well,
hey, how about tomorrow? Roberto's opens at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, Sue said something about going to Roberto's tomorrow. I assume she knows what time. I don't really know.
Right. Just wanted to put that by you.
Yeah, you know that she's the boss around here, not me.
Well, it's the same here. I mean, come on.
I'm just letting you know. She's the one. She tells me where I'm going to be and what time I got to be there.
But yeah, and that's all right. I'm the same way.
At least we admit it.
Yeah, well, it's the truth.
Yeah, well, all the other guys won't admit it. It's all no.
Well,
I wear the pants in my family.
The truth will set you free. Bottom line.
Yeah, I've learned.
But if you need furniture or used furniture, the Furniture Barn and Almost Perfect, we did fantastic up there. And
real quick before you talk about the other stores, you come from the north also, and Sue talks about it all the time, but I don't think most people really get it. The consignment stores here. Tell everybody how you felt about the consignment stores.
We felt great.
I mean, I'm talking about the condition of the furniture, used furniture and stuff like that they had for sale.
They're fantastic.
Looks brand new, doesn't it?
It looks brand new. It looks brand new.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
it's amazing.
Maybe a few of them had a few scratches, but just put a doily on top, and you're good. You're good.
Yeah, and then some of the
we-
furniture stores, though, they don't offer just consignment furniture. They got new and used. You just kind of.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And I'm telling you this: we went to play pickleball yesterday morning.
Of course you
and
did.
then- Huh?
I said, of course you did.
Of course, yeah. And we were just driving home on our golf cart, and there was a sign that said estate sale. So I said, Karen, just let's go, take a look, see what this is all about. And it was like we went in, and this lady was there for someone, a couple who took ill. And for whatever the reason, I guess they can't live there anymore. I don't know. We don't know the story. But they had a sleeper sofa, brand new for sale. And it was like, okay, well, I'll tell you, it was $400, a brand new sleeper sofa. And I don't know what you would pay for that in a store. I mean, yeah, they never even used it because they got sick. And I was telling you the other day about a refrigerator, and I said to the lady, there was one in the garage. I said, oh my God. I said, is this for sale? Oh, she said, no. She says, because the ice machine doesn't work. Well, I said, well, I'm not really looking to see if the ice machine works or not. I'm just looking for a refrigerator. She says, so she asked somebody, will we sell that refrigerator? And he said, yeah. And it was like, I couldn't even believe the price. A beautiful Samsung refrigerator freezer, and the freezer is huge. So I bought it.
You gonna put it in the garage?
I'm gonna put it in the garage like you did, yeah. And
that's a great idea.
Yeah. And you would never. I mean, I don't know where I'd find one for that price. But
well, you don't really care about the ice maker making. We'll set down in the garage.
No, I don't care about the ice maker.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant.
Mine works, but it don't work in the garage.
Right, exactly. But you don't need an ice maker in the garage.
I only put mine out in the garage just to irritate Sue.
So, what else are we into? Oh, what else are we end up getting?
Well, did you get? Let's see. No, you got a new TV. I'm trying to think what you need when you got a new TV.
Oh, we needed everything.
So did you get a bedroom suite?
No, we had a bed when we came here.
Okay.
We just need furniture for our bedroom. We need a couple of drawers, and Karen's going to be working with a lady from the furniture barn maybe sometime this week. She's looking for us, and other than that, seriously, we're really good. You're gonna have to come over before we leave and see it, Skip. Because
I'm waiting for that invitation because I want to bring my camera.
Okay, all right, yeah, definitely.
I can hear your wife now going, "Oh no, I haven't even cleaned up yet."
No, well, you could come in right now. Seriously,
I can't. I'm doing this.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But yeah, I just want you viewers to know out there that, if that gentleman was in a wheelchair, so many people would help that man or whoever, or the lady in a wheelchair. It would be not a problem at all.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you were down in a new area. You were in Finney for a long time. Now you're in the Lake Sumter Landing area for a long time. Can you imagine anybody going anywhere in a wheelchair that 15 people wouldn't hold the door open for you?
Oh, no. Absolutely.
Yeah, he won't have a bit of problem here.
No, they would.
So when are you going back?
A week from Sunday.
Okay.
A week from Sunday.
So you're gonna be here for at least another week.
I'm going to be here for another week. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
good.
going to be here. We're going to be here for another week.
Okay,
Sure.
because we got to take your wife out and get her drunk.
And get a what?
Get her drunk.
Get her drunk. Oh, she likes her gin and tonics.
That's what she was saying. So she liked gin and tonics. So I said, "Oh, you had one, huh?" She goes, "Well, maybe more than one."
Yeah.
That's okay, as long as you ain't driving.
And then you knew she was talking the other day. She'll really start talking, man. Oh my God. But
Yeah. Well, hey, look.
Yeah.
She's retired, and you're going to be retired here not too long from now.
Very shortly. Very shortly.
And all you can do is just count your blessings that you found a place where you want to spend the rest of your life when you get old.
Absolutely. Thank God. Thank God.
And
we really hit this one.
Yeah.
We got so lucky on this one. It's not even funny.
Yeah. I've seen so many people out there that just stay where they're at because they just feel comfortable there. And then they'd say things like, "I wish I could have done, and I go back to what a friend of mine said a long time ago, and he's gone now. He just said the worst, and he did a lot. He said, the one thing that I don't want to do on my deathbed is to say, I wish I would have done something that I didn't do.
Well, absolutely. I mean, my cousin's wife just died yesterday, and she's been ill for like seriously 20 years. And you hear of all these people that are woulda, shoulda, coulda, and it's like, man, don't wait, because live for today, not tomorrow. For tomorrow may never come. It may never come. You don't know.
And when you're in a place like this, you never know when tomorrow's going to come.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. I think we've told you that when we first bought our house, we was the first person to buy in this section of Hillsborough. We weren't the first to move in. We were the first to close.
Okay.
Before we moved in our house on the very first day, there was a guy not too far down the road from us. His wife died suddenly overnight. And he said, "I can't live in the house with her not being here," which I understand. He sold the house. So, I mean, you just don't know. So for something you're wanting to do, if you want to take that trip to China, as much as I hate to see you do that, but go.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Go.
Now you're gonna rent your house out, this new one you bought. You're gonna rent it out this winter.
We are possibly going to rent it out this winter, but only to somebody who is like has a referral like you. This person is not going to ruin our place, or like Ira, he knows somebody, or somebody we know really good that will give us a reference. Other than that, I highly doubt it, because we are not going through what we went through the last time. So,
well, I'll tell you, I hate to see that you went through that the last time, but
yeah, well, you know what? Like I said, it's 100% my fault. We did our research on one person, but not two.
Yeah.
And the second person was obviously the problem. He wasn't in his right mind, obviously. So
yeah, you gotta be aware. You gotta get some, if you're gonna hire a property manager person, you gotta get somebody that is trustworthy, like an Ira Miller, which I don't know. Does Ira manage property? I don't know if he does or not.
No, I don't think so. I know a person.
You do?
Skip Smith.
Oh God, I don't want to get in that. I've had a lot of neighbors that I got snowbirds all around me. They're always asking me if I'd take care or watch their property, or they call me up and say, "Hey, we're rented out. If I rent it out, would you keep an eye on it?" I said, "No, I don't want that responsibility, because I want to be able to come and go as I want without worrying about somebody else."
No, I understand.
But
hey, there's somebody on your show, Paul Boise. Hi, watching from Rhode Island. Love the show. Well, hi, Paul. Karen and I are from Rhode Island.
are you watching me right now?
Am I what?
Are you watching me right now?
Yeah.
Am I buffering?
Nope.
JC Comer, it must be you, buddy, on your
Yeah,
end.
no, you haven't been buffering at all.
I'm gonna say I shouldn't be, but
No,
you never
no,
know. We had a big, well, you were here. We had a huge storm just a while ago.
We weren't here. We took a ride to. I had to go to Best Buy and Home Depot on 441, so we really didn't hear it.
Okay. Yeah,
And
it was.
We went for a ride to see where Ira's place was. So.
Okay. So yeah, it was raining pretty good, and
Okay.
so sometimes you never know what's happening there.
Boy, we need rain over here, huh?
You do?
Everywhere.
We don't. It rains here every day.
Really?
Every day.
We've hardly seen any rain,
Huh? That's weird.
and I'm only 10 minutes from you.
I know. That's what I say.
Wow.
But Phil tells me that. I'll say, well, it's 95 degrees down here, and he'll say, because he lives pretty close to the Savannah Center up there,
Okay.
and he'll say, well, it's 78 degrees at Savannah Center. I'm thinking, like, how's that happen? How's it be almost 20 degrees cooler there than here?
Oh my God. I talked to my son today. He said it was 50 in Rhode Island today. 50 degrees. And yesterday was in the 80s.
I was gonna say, WrestleMania told me the other day it was like 93 degrees in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And today it was 50.
Wow.
I'm watching the Red Sox now. They have their winter coats on, their hats on. It's unbelievable up at Fenway. I don't know. So, all right, hey, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna end this here. I've been on about 2 hours
Okay.
now, so
Great.
we're about
You're on a
done with
great
this.
note. Okay, thanks.
So
Good.
are we meeting you over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And you're talking about the one in the Pinellas Plaza.
Pinellas Plaza. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll
right,
see you
buddy.
tomorrow, man. We'll get something
All right,
to eat
thanks.
and have a couple of beers. We'll get your wife drunk.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks. All right, we'll see you.
See you, Bob.
Bye.
There's a guy there, and he's not even here full time. And I'm relating this because I've said that there's an average here that the average villager buys 3 homes. And he's not even full time yet. And he's already in his second home. So it just keeps proving itself to be true. I'm on my second home. And before the COVID thing, we were actually looking at a third one. Right now, with the home prices being what they are, I'm not really interested in it, even though Linda tells me it makes no difference. The hot price of new homes went up, the price of yours went up, it all evens itself out. And that's probably true, but the thought of moving and packing and all the stuff you got to go through I don't know. I'm almost like, I'm just done with it. What does this guy say about proponents of WD-40 and arthritis may be experiencing a placebo effect? Some may get benefit from increased blood circulation in the affected area as it's massaged into the skin. Never knew that. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I don't know anything that I'm talking about, but yeah, I knew guys at work. I mean, they believed in it. I said, have you talked to, because I'm a guy, whatever the doctor says. He's the guy that's been, or he's been educated in medicine. They're the ones that's supposed to know. And whatever they tell me to do, I generally just do it. I don't disagree or agree with anything they say. If they say it's time to get blood test or something, I just do it. I have never asked the doctor, hey, do you know anybody that takes WD-40 for arthritis? But I know guys that did it. What does Dr. Pass say? The problem with taking antihistamine sometimes is they can sedate you. I want to be sedated. I like being sedated. There's no pain when you're sedated. There's no problems. There's no anxiety because you're sedated. Oh, Phil. I'm reading Phil's comments. I'm about ready to end this. I'm just trying to get caught up just a little bit. Still waiting for my meet and greet. Cindy, You live in on top of the world. I tried to get a hold of somebody about 2 or 3 weeks ago that I know I had an invitation. I had it written down. It was sitting right over here. It was a post-it note. Had somebody's name on it and a phone number, I think, or an email. And I said, I'll get in contact with you about coming up there and doing video about On Top of the World. And it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't remember who it was. If you watch me, you know that my memory is like that. And I said something on Porch Sitting or something saying, if you're watching, if you're the one, email me, let me know, send me your info so I want to do a video. And I didn't get anything, so I just kind of forgot about it. So I see this comment you made here. I'm just wondering, are you the one? If you are, email me. Send me your, I don't know, well, it's an email. Send me your email or something. I'll send you my phone number. I don't care, but send it to me. And I'm going to get a hold of you, and we'll pick out a day. And this week, I think we're done. I got to go meet Jockway tomorrow for dinner. Today was this. Yesterday, we had to go dinner somewhere. Oh, we went to Panasovsky for dinner with Linda and Frank. So it's just busy. So, but I might be able to do this pretty soon. If you can. I don't even know if you're here. But let me know. But yeah, Kevin's might rent his house out, and he's up in the Buttonwood area, which is kind of halfway. You get the villages map out and look. It's kind of halfway between Lake Sumter Landing and Brownwood. So you're kind of like in the middle. You can go either direction if you want to go in. It's a nice area. I've been up there. Fish Hawk Recreation Center is a neighborhood rec center up there. I think it's a rec center for the neighborhood. So anyway, it's a nice area. He might rent his house out this winter. If you're interested, email me, because he didn't leave his email on here. And I'll just forward it to him because I've got his email. Because I don't know price and all that. It says Phil needs to start a comedy channel. He could. 140,000 residents, still growing, and not enough doctors. Nope, there's not. You know, they just now announced they got a new administrative CEO for the Villages Hospital and Leesburg Hospital. They're both the same hospital now. They're by the same company, and I forget the name of it. But anyway, just announced a new guy up there. This makes what, the third or fourth one in the last 5, 6, 7 years? Cindy, make sure you send me your stuff. If you're the one I'm looking for. Beam me out. I ain't seen you in a while either. It says, I'm going to put it up here so you can see it. It says, I've been listening and really enjoying it. Thanks. This is something new I'm trying, Mimi. This is I think the third or fourth one. I want to say fourth one. And if we continue doing it, I'll keep adding to it to try to make it a little bit better each time. I really never know what to do. I just do. And then if I get enough complaints about something, then I just do away with it and look for something different. But yeah, we're going to try it and see how it works out. We'll see. You have to know what I'm looking at here to see what kind of interest we're getting for the whole thing. Bill says, Kevin, you need some fudge. Be careful of that fudge. I'm not sure what he's going to make for you. I'll say this. Some of the fudge comes with a warning, and he'll tell you. Other fudge does not come with a warning. So listen to the warning. There's another real man that'll admit it. He says, I call my wife the general. I feel your pain. I got it. We all know that the women run the world, really. They really do. They just let us think that we do, and we get to do all the heavy lifting. What is that? Few specialists making it tougher that retiree has chronic illnesses. Well, I'm just an idiot. I'm not sure what chronic illnesses is. But I just know that, you know, the doctor's the one that's been educated in the medicine and stuff. And I know some doctors make mistakes. Some doctors are not very professional, really. But if my doctor says that I can have a couple of pain pills for a problem I got, who's the government to tell him that he can't do that? I mean, so some kid, and don't get me wrong, I'm sorry about these drug addicts and dying and all that stuff. That's too bad. They made the bad choice, not me. So why am I paying the price for them? There's something in our system I always thought was kind of weird. Why is it the good people are always paying the price for the bad people? I never got that. I still don't. Oh, Craig. Craig. Let me get that up here. Craig says, the last batch of fuzz I had at the Patreon lunch, I blew a .189. That could be true. Oh, gosh. Eat responsibly, Phil says. Eat responsibly. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, well, I think we're done. Yeah, I think I've talked long enough. I'm wearing everybody out. So thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Don't forget Porch Sitting every Wednesday at noon. And I do videos on Mondays. This next Monday, there's another top 10 coming up this next Monday. And there'll be another top 10 the Monday after that Monday. And I'm working on some other videos. I also have an RV channel called Skip and Sue RV Thing. And it's in the description box below also, if you're interested in possibly that. But with that being said, let me know what you think about these live things. I'm always kind of leery about these things and how they work and stuff. But if I get enough interest in it, which I'll be honest with you, so far, we're not really getting that much interest in this. But if we do, then I'll keep doing them. But if not, then I'll just have to figure something else out. That's all. So thanks for coming. Appreciate it, every one of you. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, y'all.
Hi, this is Russ and Georgette. We're from Detroit. See you on the other side.
Down here with Skip and Sue. See you on the other side.
Came down here to meet Skip and Sue. See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Now we'll see you on the other side.
We'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. See you on the other side.
We'll see you on the other side.
We'll see you on the other side.
We're Debbie and Bob from Geneva, Ohio.
See you on the other side.
And we'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. We'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
And we'll see you
On the other side.
Hi, all you Ohio State fans. See you on the other side.
I'll see you all on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Steve from Long Island. See you on the other side.
Karen from Long Island. See you on the other side.
I'll definitely see you on the other side.
And I just want to thank Skip for coming over with Sue, and we'll see you on the other side.
I'm Trisha.
I'm Joe.
And we're having a great time in the villages. And hi, Haley and Ashley, back at home, and we will
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, and don't leave your keys in the golf cart.
See you on the other side.
Hey everybody, Ira Miller here with Skip Smith over here at his Patreon's luncheon over at Nancy Lopez. We're having a wonderful time out here. See you on the other side.
And so I'll see you on the other side.
having a great time in Florida, and I will see you on the other side.
Bye. See you on the other side.
Thank you for the invitation. I want to see you on the other side.
Say bye.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.